Well, here comes trouble. This man is absolutely disgusting. Just the epitome of do whatever it takes to win, even if it means turning your back on your brothers, even if it means breaking the orbital bone of your best friend. Simon Phillips made it to the heavyweight championship. Look, I get it. He's making waves. He's extremely talented. Tonight, Brandon Collins is back. And tonight, finally, Brandon Collins gets his hands on this man. Brandon Collins with that statement win back at Honor and Pride, the night that he was supposed to face Simon Phillips. Now, the wait is over. There's nowhere to run for Mr. Defiant, Simon Phillips. But I think to say that Simon Phillips is looking past Brandon Collins is an understatement. He's had Brandon Collins in the rear view mirror for the better part of a year, Spencer, and he even went so far as to say that this wouldn't even be an equal match.
Right, the words he used was it wouldn't be competitive.
Well, this is fairly competitive, kicking things off here, Brandon Collins with these right hands.
It was in this building as we see Brandon Collins go all the way around with the head scissors, knocking Simon Phillips off his feet, and he needs a breather, but I don't know that Brandon Collins is gonna let him have it.
Keep your eye on Collins. He's gearing up to the top, and what a forearm!
Using the steps to his advantage, how do you like that?
No kidding. Not competitive though, right?
Brandon Collins has been overlooked his entire life. Big cross body.
Get the win right here.
A kick out at 2, but Collins comes out absolutely on fire. It was in this building that Simon Phillips broke his orbital bone before turning on JTM and the rest of his disobey brethren.
He tried to pull the tights already.
Well, we know that it is not beneath Simon Phillips to cheat to try to win. Backbreaker.
You saw Brandon Collins was trying to go for that around the world head scissors one more time. This time, Simon Phillips uses his power to his advantage. And listen, we talk about physical transformations, maybe none more impressive than Simon Phillips over the last 12 months. I mean, definitely able to exercise that power advantage in this contest against Brandon Collins.
You're absolutely right, Landon, and I think it's only attributed to the fact that Simon Phillips, who, by the way, did he just spit on Brandon Collins? I think he may have just done it.
Oh, God, caving out the chest.
But all leading to Simon Phillips thinking that he is too good and better than Disobey and Brandon Collins.
Good Lord, Brandon Collins is not pulling punches here, holding nothing back. Did you see that stiff right hand create that separation? Look at this, going up again, satellite DDT, no, gets caught.
Look at this strength from Phillips, though.
Oh my God. He's holding him up there. Incredibly impressive. And we know the history between these two, taking it all the way back to the Dangerous Grove These two men grew up together, and they promised each other they would make it this far in the business together, side by side, and we saw how successful they were. Disobey, one of the most successful teams in the history of pro wrestling.
Right, two-time tag team champions here at 225, but somewhere along the way, Simon Phillips started to believe in order to make it even further, he needed to drop the dead weight of Disobey. And honestly, you look at what he's done since then. Oh my God, full speed, absolutely crushing Collins. Count to 100, no.
Gets his shoulder up.
Simon Phillips just as surprised as the rest of us.
And that's the stuff you can't teach. That is the heart of a warrior. Brandon Collins is fighting for his life in there. He's fighting for his brother in JTM, who we haven't seen since Simon Phillips absolutely destroyed him and broke his heart here at Albany High School last time that we were here.
He might break the back of Brandon Collins tonight here at 225Mania. Collins is in big trouble. It is locked in deep. But Phillips, look at this. Putting it right back in. Just when Collins was trying to break out, Phillips locked it back in, and a nasty crossface forearm. In that spot, that same spot where Collins broke his orbital bone.
Right there in the center of the ring. Collins.
Up and over.
Yes.
Hold on.
Motion, okay.
Got the shoulders down. Oh, and a kick out.
Looked to surprise Simon with that one, but these two know each other so well. I mean, Simon Phillips knows just about what Brandon Collins is going to do before Brandon Collins knows.
That's the downside, right, of matchups like these. When your family breaks apart, nobody knows you better. Nobody knows you better. And so Phillips has had an answer for everything Collins has tried so far.
But listen, make no mistake about it. We talked about how successful Disobey was as a team. You have to attribute so many of those victories to Brandon Collins and his ability to catch opponents by surprise in the middle of that ring. Is he going to be able to catch Simon by surprise here tonight?
He's got an uphill battle, that's for sure, as Phillips choking the life out of him in the corner all the way to his count of 4 there. And now look at this, dragging the eyes of Collins across the top rope.
And that's actually the exact side. That was the exact side where his orbital bone was surgically repaired.
And now that Collins isn't wearing a mask, things like that are effective.
Oh! Collins taking the fight to Simon Phillips. This is exactly what he's going to need to do. Keep the pressure on, keep this pace.
Here we go.
Faster.
Big drop kick, catching the chest and the chin of Simon Phillips. And a kick out there. And now Collins, maybe for the first time this match, has the upper hand and has the leverage advantage.
That's right, and you notice what he's doing right here, covering the nose and the mouth of Simon Phillips. If he can wear Simon Phillips down, we know that Brandon Collins has that incredible cardio. Cardio's not going to do you much good, taking forearms like that.
I mean, just uncalled for. I mean, really. Is anybody more full of themselves than Simon Phillips?
That'd be an interesting focus group, right? Put Simon Phillips in a room with like Michael White or something.
Right. Cover, Collins, no, kick out. Collins kicks out at 2. Oh, but no.
Oh, that arm bar is gross. You see the angle that Brandon Collins' arm is stretched out right now.
This might be it, Landon. Collins is in a bad way.
Right there in the center of the ring.
But wait, look at this. Able to shift Phillips' weight onto himself. And a kick out there. Phillips forced to break the hold. Incredible work, but a bicycle kick takes Collins out.
Brandon Collins just can't stay on top for long enough. He can't get in the offense that he needs.
Look at this. More strength being shown.
Oh, you have got to be kidding me.
How did that happen? Collins turns it around into like a stunner and nearly gets the pinfall.
What have we just seen?
That was incredible. Brandon Collins might just have a moment here, might just have a chance.
And this is exactly what I'm talking about. Brandon Collins with the risen 5-star. How many times have we seen Brandon Collins go to the top and win matches?
Oh. Knocked to the apron. Dangerous there. Collins almost falls off. Oh no. Phillips looking like he wants to bring Collins in the hard way.
There's no way.
But Collins able to fight out of it. Nice.
Good
European uppercut there.
Rattled the jaw of Simon Phillips there with that uppercut. And Simon in a very precarious position here.
Watch out.
Oh, unbelievable. Just tosses Simon back in the ring.
Makes it to the cover.
Shoulders were down 2 3/4 on that one.
Man, that was close. What is Collins gonna have to do? Looks like he's thinking.
Go back over, here's a Muda lock.
And looks like he's getting it.
Look at the torque.
Is Phillips gonna tap out? Could you imagine if Brandon Collins made Simon Phillips tap out? I think he was raking his eyes there, Landon.
Just absolutely couldn't hang on. I mean,
may as well have a target on his face where that orbital bone was broken.
That's exactly right. Going right back to that eye. Surgically repaired.
Oh, this is uncalled for.
And you know, it makes me question how healed up is Brandon Collins from that surgery. I mean, you know the heart of Brandon Collins. He wanted to get back as fast as he could to get back on Simon Phillips, but taking these forearms right to the face is probably the worst thing that could happen for Brandon Collins right now.
Backs Collins up into the corner, whips him across. Collins able to get out of the way there.
He's the escape right when he needed it.
What's he got in mind?
Look at this.
How about that?
Face plants Simon Phillips. Brandon Collins almost has the upper hand in this matchup with Simon Phillips spilled over to the outside with no way to capitalize.
I think Simon Phillips has gotten way more out of Brandon Collins than he ever imagined.
But keep your eyes on Brandon Collins. No stranger to these dives. This dangerous situation here. Cross body over and out to the outside.
Both men down. Brandon Collins risking it all here.
Brandon Collins is ready to do whatever it takes to get his vindication. He's not just fighting for himself. He's fighting for his brothers. He's fighting for the memory of Disobey.
Simon Phillips first in the ring. Collins able to get in the ring as well before the count of 10. Uh-oh. Got him up.
Oh my God.
Oh!
Took his head off.
Oh, and a kick out.
He's still in it. Brandon Collins is still in this thing.
You have got to believe that Phillips thought that was it. I think Albany thought that was it, but Brandon Collins kicks out.
You can hear the Hornet's Nest coming alive here at Albany High School.
Phillips, you want a no-show against Brandon Collins? You want to say it's not going to be competitive? He's giving you all you can handle.
And look at this little bit of a dermis destroyer here to the back of Brandon Collins.
Just unnecessary. But, oh, I think both men were thinking the same thing. Cross body takes them both down.
Simon Phillips trying to get under the skin of Brandon Collins. But if we've seen anything from this matchup so far, Brandon Collins is staying in it. Simon Phillips has been someone that has been on Brandon Collins' mind all through his recovery. As he was sitting there in the hospital, he was dreaming of this moment. He will stop at nothing to get a win here tonight.
Speaking of, where did he go?
Yeah, Brandon Collins disappears under the ring here.
Collins under the ring.
Here on the other side here. Oh
No
my God.
way. The silent one is back.
And here, Simon Phillips went to go get a chair. He has no idea. Brandon Collins has got the mask on. That's the man that you broke the orbital mode. That's your brother, Simon.
There it is. DDT. Cover. Wait. No. He's climbing to the top. Could we see it? Brandon Collins going for. That's right. The Risen. 5-star. Nails it. 1. Oh,
Man. I can't believe it. Disobey will not die. These two, back and forth we go, Spencer.
Brandon Collins reaches down and finds an old version of himself and realizes he doesn't need it. All he needs to be is Brandon Collins. Here we go. Wait, reversed by Phillips.
Cross, no.
Oh, big knee.
Oh my God, boot to face. And Simon Phillips puts away Brandon Collins.
You have to give it up to Brandon Collins. Hung in there every step of the way. But it may be defiant Simon Phillips might just be on another level.
Now come on, what is this?
This is not necessary. Simon, you've proven your point. You won the match. There is no reason. Don't do the same thing that you did last time you were here.
You're exactly right. This is exactly what he did to JTM. We haven't seen him since then. Brandon Collins just gets back.
Get out of the ring, Brandon.
Oh, God.
Oh, cracking the chair on the spine of Brandon Collins.
And no, you can't do this.
No, you're going to end his career. That's your family. Simon, what are you doing?
Why? You won the damn match. What? Oh my God! That's JTM!
The ghosts of his past have come to haunt him in Albany. The brother that he destroyed in this building less than a year ago is back.
And of course, Simon Phillips gonna run away.
Simon Phillips has no problem praying when a man is down, already fallen victim. He doesn't want a fair fight. Listen to this place here in Albany, cheering for the return of JTM. What a moment
And what does this mean for the future of Simon Phillips? Is Simon Phillips going to accept JTM's challenge?
Simon Phillips destroyed his family, and it looks like it is about time he's gonna pay the price. As JTM and Brandon Collins embrace. They never said they were ready for Disobey to end. They never said it was over. They wanted to be the best tag team in the history of 225. And now it looks like things might be back on their terms. As JTM saves Brandon Collins from potentially a career-ending injury here at 225Mania.
What an incredible night it has been at Pro Wrestling 225 Mania. We will see you here next week for title. Christian Blake defends against Vladimir Koloff for the heavyweight title, but also the SEC championship for Koloff on the line.
Will it be destiny? Will it be game over? Find out next week on Unleashed.